Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. If you are new here, my name is Fran and this is Journal with Fran. Alright friends, so I hope all of you had a wonderful holiday. I've been hanging on to these boxes for quite some time now, but now that the Christmas holiday has passed, I finally have some time to open these babies up. And of course, I pulled out my camera to share with you all today my ink haul from my trip to Yoseka in Greenpoint, New York, and then my Black Friday haul from Atlas Stationers online. So I just decided to do a whole new ink day video with you all today. So very excited. Really quick, just a quick note on our Yoseka visit. Jacob and I both picked up a new fountain pen at Yoseka, and I will do a separate video for that because I love doing the new pen day videos. And then I didn't buy too much stationery because we were doing a multi-city trip, so we were still traveling after New York. But I did want to share that one of my favorite items from Yoseka was buying their charm for my TN, and I love it. Like, I just love that it's like pretty flush and flat. Yeah, and it's gorgeous. So I'm still working through putting everything in my TN, so I'm hoping that sometime in January I'll be able to do a video on that. So stay tuned if you're interested there. At Yoseka, I tested a lot of their inks. They have a whole corner of the store where you can pretty much sample every ink bottle that they have on display. And so I ended up leaving with this Ink Institute Shuiyang Forest color, and I'll swatch that for us first. And then I also wanted to pick up this Lennon Toolbar Brown Sugar ink, and unfortunately they only had the tester bottle left. So they did offer me a chance to get a sample, which I did. I actually have the sample bottle here. It says Lennon Toolbar Brown Sugar. Later that week, I saw Atlas Stationers had a bunch of inks included in their Black Friday sale online, and Brown Sugar was one of them. So I went ahead and just went a little ham with the Lennon Toolbar haul, so we'll do that. I have all my tools ready here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my notebook where I'm gonna do my ink swatches, as well as some new slices of paper for my ink samples. So my swatch paper is Tomoe River paper because that's what I use on a regular basis. And so my way of in my inventory video, you saw that I took inventory of my ink samples as of December 2024. So these, because they are bottles, they are actually going to get swatched in this section of my notebook. And I mean, I did my best to organize by color, but I'm going to swatch the ink on this card first and then try to place it on the grid where it makes the most sense. All right, so I've got my B1 ball tip here, and then my Pilot dip pen in medium here. And so I use this for the swatch, and then I use the dip pen to write the text. So that's what that's there for. Actually, let me go ahead and put this on the side as well, because sometimes I do drip a little extra ink, so I want to be nice and neat. All right, so Ink Institute Shuiyang Forest, hopefully I said this right. And this ink in particular was, oh my gosh, look at how beautiful the bottle is. So pretty. And the label, so pretty. This particular ink reminded me a lot of Neko Yanagi, but I've only had one sample vial of Neko Yanagi, so I'm Not like 100% sure how similar it is, but there were definitely some similarities for me. I mean, this one obviously leans a little more towards blue, and I think Neko Yanagi was maybe a little more purple. I might still have my old Neko Yanagi sample, so I'll compare it once it's all dry. But it's definitely like a blue-purple situation. All right, so this one I think I'm going to swatch next to Aurora Borealis because it's actually giving me the same vibes. I'm going to have to pull out that sample to compare it. No, that's Manyo Haha. Manyo Fuji? No. I guess I don't have Neko Yanagi. Oh well. But Aurora Borealis is here somewhere. Right now, while the one in the journal is drying, let me pull out the actual swatches for you. So definitely not exactly the same. Ink Institute ink is a little bit darker, and Aurora Borealis from Colorverse is a little bit lighter, but I feel like it's the same vibe. Like a very like grayish blue, and then once it dries you can see the purple shading in both. I don't know if you can see the Colorverse one. Hopefully you can, but there's that. All right, and that is the first bottle. I think I'm gonna time lapse through the next two bottles so that way like it's not like 5 minutes per ink here, and then we can just chat through like the final state of things. All right, let's do this. Hi friends, voiceover Fran here. So while I'm time-lapsing through putting down these ink samples, I thought it would be fun to basically read this little description card that each of the boxes had for each of the ink colors. And so first we have brown sugar, and it says, oh, this is a 2023 winter limited ink, and it says, crush the sugar bricks which have been simmered for countless hours and boil them with hot water and old ginger. Holding the ginger tea, warmth starts to spread from the palm of your hands. Sipping it slowly, your body gradually regains warmth, replenishing you with abundant energy. So that's brown sugar. And then the next color that I move on to is the GQ or GQ. And this one is also, this is a 2022 Autumn Limited ink color. And this one says, the autumn has arrived long before the falling of maple leaves. If it was sometime earlier, you could see the valley covered by red leaves. If you come sometime later, you can still enjoy the falling leaves dancing in the wind. All right, next we have Red Beans, which is a 2023 Winter Limited ink. The plump and round red beans, after simmering, gradually become soft, releasing the fragrance of red beans along with the rising steam. Finally, winter melon sugar is added to adjust the sweetness to a delightful level. The warm red bean soup conveys happiness to everyone's hearts. Super cute. And then the last ink I have is Charming. And this is not a limited edition ink that it says on the paper, but it says, you are born with very good conditions. Regardless of appearance or popularity, everyone is welcome. You will make good friends. And what a great closing description for the last ink of my ink swatching video today. So let's finish this up and move on to my final thoughts. All right, friends, here we go. So here are 5 new inks in my ink bottle inventory, and I must say I am very pleased. I did not have this notebook with me in Brooklyn, and so I was a little nervous when I was picking out inks because I was like, do I already have this type of color? And so obviously the ones I was worried about was brown sugar and red bean, but I did try brown sugar at the Yoseka store, and I did swatch Red Bean as well. I just ended up not buying it because I bought the Ink Institute, and I'm really excited because it really is different. So if I show you here in the book, brown sugar is very different from the browns that I have already. I have the Coffee Monster ink collab between Robert Oster and the Coffee Monsters Co. And then I also have the Sailor Mizutama, but that one just leans more of a like tan brown, I guess. This one's like a grayish brown, and that is really what I was looking for some of my brown pens or like darker pens. So very excited with that. What I should do is actually compare brown sugar with Yosui, because that's also kind of like, it's supposed to be gray, but there's a little bit of like brown in it too. Ink Institute and Colorverse are also very similar, but I like that Ink Institute is a little bit darker, so I might start sharing the love with Aurora Borealis, because I do like writing with the Ink Institute better. Here are these two next to each other. And again, brown sugar does come out darker in text. Let me just share all the text instead of the swatch. I hope you can see it, but I see the difference, and I'm happy to have both in my collection. So that will join the swatches as well. And then as for Red Bean, it's perfect. I'm so happy with it. It's kind of like a lighter Yutsubami, right next to each other. And then Charming is just like a classic bubblegum pink, which I love. And then this Ji-Kui is a perfect like orangey, leaning more towards orange than brown, and I love it. So I feel like this is pretty good. Let me know in a comment down below which ink today was your favorite, or if we're ink twins on any of these bottles. I actually love how the Ink Institute bottle is basically is pretty similar to the Lennon toolbar, but very excited to find some pens to use with these inks. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy this content. I hope to see you at the next video, my friends. Until then, have an awesome day.